Examples. Are you sure?
Are you sure about that?
Are you sure of what you said?
Are you sure that he is not coming?
Dialogues. I've had so many problems with my new car. It's driving me crazy.
Are you sure you don't want to buy a new one?
How can I? I already spent a lot of money on this one.
I guess you'll be spending a lot of money on repairs then.
I guess so, unless you want to buy the car.
No, thanks. I don't think I'd want to buy your car. It has too many problems.
I don't blame you. It's a piece of junk. Examples. Are you used to using chopsticks?
Are you used to life here?
Are you used to staying up late? Dialogues. How long have you been living in China?
About 3 years now.
Are you used to eating the food here?
Yes, I like it very much.
What about chopsticks? Are you used to using them?
It took me a while to get used to it, but now it's a piece of cake.
Examples. As far as I can remember, he didn't come home until midnight.
As far as I recollect, there were few people in the village then.
3. As far as I recall, they quarreled very often at that time.
As far as I can see, he's a big liar.
Dialogues.
Have you seen Tom?
No. As far as I can remember, he was supposed to be on a business trip to Lisbon.
Yes, but he was supposed to be back by now.
Have you called his home?
Yeah, but there is no answer.
Maybe you should call the police and file a missing persons report.
Examples. 1. As far as I'm concerned, I don't mind that you wear this miniskirt. 2. The coat is fine as far as color is concerned, but it is not very good quality. 3. So far as he's concerned, nothing is as important as his daughter. Dialogues. Have you seen the movie Silence of the Lambs?
Yes. It gave me the creeps.
Come on, it wasn't that bad.
Yes, it was. As far as I'm concerned, I'm never going to see another movie like that again.
Well, as far as the plot is concerned, I think it's an interesting movie.
Yes, but some of the scenes were too gory.
Examples. Be careful with the wet paint.
Be careful that you don't catch a cold. Put on more clothes before you go out.
Be careful not to spill the milk. Dialogues.
She has been calling me for several days now. I think she's interested in me.
Are you sure? I think she already has a boyfriend.
How do you know?
A friend of hers told me. I'd be careful if I were you.
Why?
Because I heard her boyfriend is a weightlifter.
Wow, you're right. I guess I better not call her. Examples. We are your employees, but this doesn't mean that we must obey you unconditionally.
You are much older than I am, but it doesn't mean that you are right about everything.
I support this measure, but it doesn't mean that I support you. Without reservation.
I like you, but this doesn't mean that I'll marry you.
Examples. By the way, is there a bathroom in the apartment?
By the way, do you have any change on you?
By the way, he is a difficult person. Dialogues. I need to lose weight.
Yeah, me too.
By the way, when was the last time you exercised?
I can't remember.
How about we both go running tomorrow?
Yeah, that's a good idea. That way we can lose weight and get in shape at the same time. By the way, do you have any running shoes I can borrow?
Sure, I'll lend you an extra pair. Examples. Compared to other students, she is quite hardworking.
Compared to city life, country life is quiet and peaceful.
Compared to fans, air conditioners are more comfortable. Dialogues. So how do you like your new job?
Compared to my last one, it's a lot more interesting.
What was your last job?
I was a night security guard.
That sounds interesting.
Not really, since compared to my new job, I hardly saw anybody else while I was on duty.
Examples. Did you used to live in Tokyo?
Did you used to get up early?
You used to smoke heavily, didn't you? Dialogues. Did you used to have any really bad habits?
I used to bite my toenails when I was younger, but now I don't.
What made you stop?
One day I bit my toenail too deeply and my toe started bleeding. So I learned my lesson and didn't bite my toenails again.
Examples. Don't ever lose these papers. They are of great importance to our company.
Don't ever miss a good opportunity.
Don't ever arrive late for an interview. Dialogues.
Mom, can I go swimming in the pool now?
But you just had your lunch.
I know, but it's hot and I want to cool off.
Don't ever go swimming right after eating, or else you'll get cramps.
When can I go swimming then?
Why don't you wait for at least a half an hour?
Examples. Do you agree that we should start early?
Do you agree with my plan?
Will he agree to the conditions in the contract? Dialogues. I think studying English is boring and a waste of time. Don't you agree?
No, I think it's really important if you want to have a good job in the future.
But it's too hard to learn.
I don't agree. You just have to work at it and be persistent.
Maybe you're right. I guess I need to work harder at it and be more disciplined. Examples. Do you carry this in size 10?
Do you carry this in beige?
Do you have this in medium? Dialogues. How do you like this sweater?
It looks beautiful. Can I try it on?
Sure, go ahead.
Oh, I'm afraid it's too tight on me. Do you carry this in a larger size?
Yes, we do. Here, try this one.
This is perfect. I'll take this one.
Examples. Do you have any single rooms available?
Do you have any tickets available?
Do you have any shoes in size 20 available? Dialogues. Hello, can I help you?
Yes, I'm looking to buy a leather jacket.
What kind of leather jacket are you interested in?
He was wondering, do you have any black leather jackets available?
Sure we do. Why don't you sit down and I'll get you some to try on.
Okay, thanks.
Examples. Would you mind if I smoke here?
Do you mind opening the window? It's so stuffy in here.
Do you mind if I ask you a question? Dialogues. Well, you have been working with our company for 10 years now.
Yes, I know. It's been a long time.
In all this time, you have never asked for a raise. Do you mind if I ask you why?
That's because my wife is rich.
Really? What does she do?
Well, she owns your company.
Examples. Do you feel like going for a walk on the beach?
Do you feel like going shopping at the mall?
Do you feel like eating some ice cream or having cake or both?
Do you feel like having some coffee?
Do you feel like getting a bite to eat? Dialogues. I'm so bored.
Feel like watching a movie?
No, I feel like going dancing.
Where do you want to go?
How about Sam's disco?
I don't feel like going there. It's always too crowded.
We'll try the disco down the block. It's called Rick's Disco.
Okay, we'll give it a try.
Examples. Shouldn't we ask for permission first?
Shouldn't we read the directions before we install the air conditioner?
Shouldn't we check the weather before we go out?
Shouldn't you try to save some money rather than spend it all?
Dialogues. Are you ready to go to the beach?
Wait, shouldn't we check the weather report before we leave?
No, it's a beautiful day and the sun is out.
I heard on the news last night that there was a forecast for rain.
You shouldn't believe everything you hear on TV. Examples. Have you ever been to New York?
Have you ever been to Nanjing?
Have you ever seen Ghost?
Have you ever wondered if there is life after death?
Have you ever heard of it? Dialogues. I want to quit my job.
Why? What's the matter?
Nothing. I just want to change.
But you have a great job and you've been working there for 10 years.
I know, but haven't you ever wanted to do something different?
I guess so, but it seems more prudent to just stay where I am and continue working in my current job.
Examples. Don't tell him the bad news until he finishes his exam.
The secret was not discovered until he was dead.
I won't stop shouting until you let me go. Dialogues. I heard that Bill got divorced.
Yes, he is really sad now.
I thought he wanted to get divorced because he didn't love his wife anymore.
Yes, but he didn't realize how much he needed her until they got divorced.
Yeah, well now it's too late. She already has another husband.
That's too bad. Sometimes people often don't appreciate what they have until they lose it.
Examples. He is as poor as a church mouse.
He is as fit as a fiddle though he is already 70.
Shelley's father is always as busy as a bee.
The twin sisters are as different as night and day.
The lecture is as dull as ditch water. Dialogues. Have you seen him run in a race?
Yes, he's as fast as the wind when he runs.
But he's not too good when it comes to studying.
One of my friends said he's as dumb as a post.
That's not a nice thing to say.
Maybe it's not nice, but it's true.
Examples. He is either drunk or mad.
It's either your fault or her fault.
Either you are wrong or I am. Dialogues. Do you have the report you promised me?
What report?
You know, your work report.
Either you're kidding me or I'm getting forgetful in my old age.
I think it's the latter.
I'm sorry, I'll hand it in tomorrow.
Examples. I was so interested in the film that I went to see it several times.
It's so hot that none of us want to go out.
He speaks French so well that we think he is a Frenchman. Dialogues. Can you believe the weather we've been having lately?
Yeah, it's really hot, isn't it?
It's so hot you can fry an egg on the sidewalk.
Maybe you're exaggerating a little bit.
Okay, maybe it's not that hot, but it's hot enough to get a heat stroke.
You make it sound so hot, I don't want to leave my air-conditioned house.
Examples. He is not only humorous, but also patient.
He is not only a good leader, but also an eloquent speaker.
I'm not only going to the party, I'm also going to sing at it.
Not only do I support you, so do your acquaintances.
Dialogues. Have you seen the movie Gone with the Wind?
Yeah, I think Vivian Lee is beautiful.
She's not only beautiful, she's also a talented actress.
Yes, I've enjoyed all her movies.
Which one is your favorite?
I like her best in A Streetcar Named Desire.
Examples. Make yourself at home. Help yourself to some fish.
Help yourself to the refrigerator.
Help yourself to some steak. I made it especially for you. Dialogues. Thanks for inviting me over for dinner this evening.
You're welcome.
It looks delicious.
Well, here. Help yourself to some shrimp. It's fresh.
Thank you. It tastes delicious.
Have some more. I don't want you to leave hungry.
Examples. How about going for a spin in my new car?
How about minding your own business?
How about those Yankees?
What about your holidays?
What about his qualifications for the job? Dialogues. Is it time to get up already?
Yes, dear, it's 6 a.m. You have to hurry up and get dressed.
I guess so. Hey honey, how about making me a cup of coffee while I hop in the shower?
Sure, dear. How would you like your coffee?
With milk and sugar, please.
Sure, right away. Now take that shower before it gets too late.
Examples. You forgot to bring your homework again. How come?
How come your little sister is so angry?
How come we were not invited to the party? Dialogues. Are you going to your sister's wedding?
I decided not to go.
How come you're not going?
Because I'm afraid that if I go, I'll catch the bouquet of flowers and then I'll have to get married.
Don't be silly. Just make sure you don't catch it.
Hey, that's a good idea. I never thought of that.
Examples. How dare you call me fat?
How dare you speak to me like that?
How dare he do that to me?
How dare you turn him down?
Dialogues. David, more and more money has been missing from the company's funds over the past 6 months.
Really? What's been happening?
Obviously, somebody has been stealing the money.
Who do you think it could be?
Well, you're the accountant. You tell me.
Do you think I did it? How dare you accuse me of stealing?
Examples. How do you like your new apartment?
How do you like your new colleagues?
How does your mother like the tea set? Dialogues. How long have you been in China?
A few months.
How do you like living here?
Great, I'm having a great time.
How do you like the food here?
It's pretty good. I just can't get used to using chopsticks.
You'll get used to them after a while.
I love them. They are very friendly to me.
Examples. How long does it take to get to the station by subway?
How long will it take to build the stadium?
How long did it take you to knit this sweater? Dialogues.
Did you finish the assignment I gave you last week?
Sure, no problem.
Really? You didn't think it was difficult?
Actually, it was pretty easy.
How long did it take you to finish the assignment?
It only took a day. My friend and I did it together, so it was easier. Examples. How often is there a leap year?
How often is there a flight to Shanghai?
How often do you write to your parents? Dialogues. I've been having bad dreams lately.
Really? How often?
Just about every night.
What do you dream about?
I dream about being in a boat suddenly, and a storm comes, and I drown because I can't swim.
Maybe you should learn how to swim. Then you won't have any nightmares.
Examples. I bet we're lost.
I bet he is home now.
I bet he will win the prize. Dialogues. Where's my wallet?
You left it on your desk, remember?
I know, but it's not there anymore.
I bet Sally took it.
What makes you think so?
I saw her hanging around your desk when you weren't there.
Examples. I can hardly believe that he is deaf. He can understand us so well.
I can hardly believe that Paul was put in prison for bribery.
I can hardly believe what I have seen. Dialogues. I have some bad news for you.
What's the matter?
Our company has been having some financial troubles, and we have to lay off some workers.
Really?
I'm afraid so, and you're one of the workers whose job we'll have to cut.
I can hardly believe my ears. I never thought I would lose my job here.
Examples. I can't help laughing every time I think of that.
I couldn't help noticing your ring. It's beautiful.
I can't help but feel sorry for him.
I can't help remembering how beautiful she looked.
Dialogues. So how long have you known Maria?
Only for days.
Only 4 days. That's so short, and you seem so crazy about her.
I know. I can't help thinking about her. She's always on my mind.
Well, why don't you ask her out on a date?
I'd like to, but what if she said no? I don't think I could stand the rejection.
Examples. I can't say for certain.
I can't say who did the best.
I can't say with any certainty that eating less can be a cure for obesity. Dialogues. So who do you think will win the NBA championships?
I really can't say. Both teams this year seem really good.
Hey, there's a game on tonight. You want to watch it with me?
That sounds great. Can your brother watch it with us?
Well, I can say. He said he'd be home late from work. Examples. I can't wait to see my family.
I can't wait to hear from you.
I can't wait to buy a computer. Dialogues.
Only 2 days until my birthday. I can't wait.
Now don't get too excited. You still have lots of homework to do.
I hope a lot of people come to my party.
Did I tell you that Aunt Jenny will be there?
Really? That's great. Oh, I can't wait to see her.
Me too. Okay, now get back to your homework. You still have lots to do before your birthday. Examples. I dare say you will succeed in the election.
I dare say he won't come.
I would imagine he's forgotten.
I dare say he has.
Dialogues. I heard the news this morning about our friend Jim.
Is it true that he will be leaving us to live in Alaska?
Yes, he's going there to live with the Eskimos.
I dare say that's an adventurous thing to do.
Yeah, well, he's going there to teach the Inuit population, who suffer from high illiteracy.
I hope that he will succeed and make friends with the people he'll be with.
Examples. I'd like you to fetch some boiled water.
I'd like you to send for a doctor.
I'd like you to look after my baby for a while. Dialogues. I'd like you to do me a favor.
What is it?
Can you mail this at the post office for me? I have to go to the doctor for an appointment, and I don't have enough time to go to the post office.
Okay, but can you get something for me when you go to the doctor's?
Sure. Sure, what is it?
I'd like you to get some cold medicine. I think I have a cold.